If you're over 60, over 70, or even over 80, and you notice your legs feel heavy, your feet feel cold, or you wake up with stiffness, numbness, or tingling, listen very carefully. Poor circulation in the lower body is one of the most common, most ignored issues in seniors. And the problem is circulation doesn't just affect your legs and feet. It affects how you walk, how steady you feel, how much energy you have, and even how confident you are moving around your home. Now that's the good news. There is one simple natural drink, just 1 cup, that can begin improving blood flow and circulation in as little as 24 hours for many people. No medications, no complicated routines, just something nature already gives us. And today I want to explain what it is, why it works, and how to use it safely and correctly, especially if you're a senior. Let's start with something very important. As we age, our blood vessels naturally become less flexible. They don't open and close as easily as they once did. This makes it harder for oxygen-rich blood to travel down into the legs and feet. Over time, this can lead to cold toes, cramping, slower healing, fatigue when walking, and even balance problems. Now, the drink I'm talking about works because it helps the body do something it desperately needs: relax and widen blood vessels naturally. The drink is beetroot juice. As we get older, the body changes in very quiet ways. These changes don't happen overnight, and because they're gradual, many people accept them as normal aging without realizing what's really happening underneath. One of the most common changes I see, especially in seniors, is a steady decline in circulation to the legs and feet. And the reason this matters so much is because circulation is life. Blood carries oxygen, nutrients, hormones, and healing compounds to every cell in your body. When circulation slows, tissues begin to suffer long before pain ever appears. In youth, blood vessels are flexible and responsive. They expand and contract easily, adjusting to movement, temperature, and demand. But with age, these vessels naturally become stiffer. The inner lining of the arteries, called the endothelium, doesn't respond as efficiently as it once did. This makes it harder for blood to travel against gravity down into the legs and all the way to the feet. Over time, this reduced flow creates a feeling of heaviness, tightness, and fatigue that many seniors describe as tired legs, even when they haven't done much activity at all. Cold feet are another very common sign. Many people think cold feet are just due to poor circulation from the weather, but when feet stay cold, even in warm rooms, that's often a circulation issue. Blood simply isn't reaching the small vessels in the toes the way it should. The body prioritizes vital organs like the heart and brain, so when circulation is compromised, the extremities are the first areas to feel it. Numbness and tingling are also important signals. These sensations can feel mild at first, almost like your foot fell asleep, but over time they may become more frequent. Nerves depend heavily on good blood flow to deliver oxygen and remove waste. When circulation slows, nerve communication weakens. This can affect balance, coordination, and awareness of where your feet are when you walk. And that's where the real danger begins, because reduced sensation increases the risk of tripping and falling. Leg cramps, especially at night, are another symptom many seniors experience. These cramps are often brushed off as dehydration or muscle strain, but circulation plays a huge role here. Muscles need a steady supply of oxygen to relax properly. When blood flow is limited, waste products build up in the muscle tissue, triggering spasms and painful tightening. That's why cramps often occur when you're resting. Blood flow slows even more when you're inactive. Fatigue while walking is another warning sign. If you notice that your legs feel weak or tired after short distances, this may be your muscles telling you they're not getting enough oxygen. When circulation is strong, muscles can work efficiently and recover quickly. When it's weak, even simple tasks like standing in the kitchen or walking through the grocery store can feel exhausting. What's important to understand is that poor circulation doesn't just affect comfort, it affects independence. Walking becomes slower, steps become smaller, confidence decreases. Many seniors begin limiting movement, not because they want to, but because their legs no longer feel reliable. And the less you move, the worse circulation becomes. This creates a cycle that gradually reduces strength, stability, and overall quality of life. Another overlooked aspect is healing. Cuts, scrapes, and sores on the feet and lower legs take longer to heal when blood flow is reduced. Blood delivers the immune cells and nutrients needed for repair. When circulation is compromised, even small injuries can linger, increasing the risk of infection. This is especially concerning for seniors because delayed healing can lead to serious complications if ignored. Now here's the part I want you to remember most. Poor circulation is common with aging, but it is not something you have to surrender to. The body is incredibly adaptable even later in life. Blood vessels respond to what you do consistently. They respond to movement. They respond to nutrition. They respond to gentle support that encourages flexibility and flow. Many seniors believe that stiffness, cold feet, and leg weakness are simply the price of getting older, but in reality, these are signals. They are your body's way of asking for help, not giving up. When you understand what's happening and why, you can begin taking small, safe steps to improve circulation and protect your mobility. The goal is not to run marathons or push your body beyond its limits. The goal is to restore flow, nourish tissues, and keep your legs and feet alive with oxygen and warmth. When circulation improves, people often notice that walking feels easier, balance improves, and even confidence returns. That's because the body thrives when blood can move freely. Aging doesn't mean shutting down. It means learning how to support your body differently. And when you start paying attention to circulation, especially in the legs and feet, you're protecting far more than just your lower body. You're protecting your freedom, your independence, and your ability to move through life with strength and stability. One of the most powerful things you can do for your body as you age is to support it in ways that work with its natural systems, not against them. When it comes to circulation, there is a simple biological process that plays a central role, and once you understand it, everything begins to make sense. That process involves something called nitric oxide, and it is one of the most important molecules for blood flow, especially in seniors. Nitric oxide is produced naturally in the body, primarily by the inner lining of your blood vessels. Its job is to tell those vessels to relax and widen. When blood vessels relax, blood flows more easily. Oxygen delivery improves. Pressure on the vessel walls decreases. This is how healthy circulation is supposed to work. But as we get older, the body's ability to produce nitric oxide declines. The vessels become more rigid, more resistant, and less responsive. That's when circulation to areas like the legs and feet begins to suffer. This is where beetroot juice becomes so important. Beets are rich in natural dietary nitrates. These are not the harmful synthetic nitrates people worry about in processed foods. These are plant-based compounds that the body knows exactly how to use. When you drink beetroot juice, those nitrates begin a conversion process in your body. First, bacteria in the mouth help convert nitrates into nitrates. Then, once swallowed, those nitrates are further converted into nitric oxide in the bloodstream. What makes this process so valuable for seniors is that it does not rely heavily on systems that weaken with age. Even when nitric oxide production from other pathways slows down, this nitrate to nitric oxide pathway remains very effective. That means beetroot juice can help restore a function that naturally declines over time. As nitric oxide levels increase, blood vessels begin to relax. This relaxation allows blood to move more freely through arteries and into smaller vessels that supply the legs and feet. Oxygen delivery improves. Muscles receive better nourishment. Nerves function more efficiently. And because blood flows more smoothly, the heart doesn't have to work as hard to push it through stiff vessels. Many people notice subtle changes quickly. Feet may feel warmer, legs may feel lighter, walking may feel smoother and less tiring. These are not dramatic sensations, but they are meaningful. They are signs that circulation is improving and tissues are receiving what they need. Another important benefit of nitric oxide is its effect on blood vessel health over time. When vessels are constantly tense and narrow, they become irritated and inflamed. This inflammation further reduces circulation and damages the vessel lining. Nitric oxide helps calm this environment. It supports the flexibility of the vessels and encourages better communication between the blood and the vessel walls. This is especially important in the lower body where blood must travel against gravity. Beetroot juice also supports circulation by improving the efficiency of oxygen use in the muscles. When muscles can use oxygen more effectively, they fatigue less quickly. This means seniors may feel stronger during daily activities, even without increasing physical effort. Tasks like standing, walking, or climbing stairs may feel less demanding simply because the muscles are being better supported from within. There is also an important connection between circulation and blood pressure. When blood vessels relax, resistance decreases. This can support healthier blood pressure levels in many individuals. While this is not a replacement for medical treatment, it helps explain why many people feel more comfortable and balanced when their circulation improves. It's important to understand that beetroot juice doesn't force the body to do anything unnatural. It simply provides the raw materials needed for a process the body already uses. That's why it tends to be gentle, well tolerated, and effective when used consistently and responsibly. The timing of beetroot juice also matters. Nitric oxide levels can begin rising within a few hours after consumption, which is why some people notice improvements within a day. This quick response is particularly encouraging for seniors who may feel discouraged after trying things that take weeks or months to show results. Another benefit worth mentioning is how improved circulation affects the nervous system. Nerves rely on steady blood flow to transmit signals accurately. When circulation improves, communication between the brain and the legs becomes clearer. This can enhance balance, coordination, and awareness of foot placement while walking. These improvements may seem small, but they play a major role in preventing falls. Now, moderation is always key. More is not better. 1 cup of beetroot juice is enough to support nitric oxide production without overwhelming the system. Starting with a smaller amount allows the body to adjust comfortably, especially for seniors who may be more sensitive. It's also important to support this process by avoiding habits that interfere with nitric oxide production. For example, excessive use of antiseptic mouthwashes can reduce the beneficial bacteria in the mouth that help start the nitrate conversion process. Something as simple as this can influence how well beetroot juice works. What this all comes down to is empowerment. Understanding how beetroot juice supports nitric oxide gives you control over your circulation in a safe, natural way. You're not forcing change, you're encouraging balance. And when circulation improves, the benefits extend far beyond the legs and feet. Better blood flow supports energy, movement, healing, and confidence. It helps the body feel more alive and responsive. And for seniors, that can make all the difference in maintaining independence and quality of life. Supporting nitric oxide production is one of the most effective and gentle ways to enhance circulation as we age. And beetroot juice, when used wisely, offers a simple way to reconnect the body with a process it has relied on its entire life. One of the most reassuring things for seniors to hear is that improving circulation does not require drastic changes or complicated routines. In fact, when it comes to supporting blood flow naturally, simplicity is often the most effective approach. That's why the idea of using just 1 cup a day is so powerful. It respects the body's limits while still giving it exactly what it needs to function better. As we age, the digestive system becomes more sensitive. The liver, kidneys, and intestines all work a little slower than they once did. This means that overwhelming the body with large amounts of any substance, even healthy ones, can do more harm than good. 1 cup of beetroot juice, about 8 ounces, provides enough natural nitrates to support nitric oxide production without placing unnecessary stress on the system. It's a gentle dose that works with the body, not against it. Starting slowly is especially important for seniors. Even beneficial foods can feel strong when the body isn't used to them. Beginning with half a cup allows your system to adapt comfortably. You give your blood vessels time to respond, your digestion time to adjust, and your blood pressure time to stabilize. This approach reduces the likelihood of side effects and builds confidence. When people feel safe and comfortable, they are far more likely to stay consistent. Consistency, more than anything else, is what produces results. Drinking 1 cup occasionally won't create lasting change, but making a daily habit sends a steady message to your body that support is coming regularly. Blood vessels respond to this kind of consistency by becoming more flexible and responsive over time. Circulation improves not because of intensity, but because of repetition. Timing also plays an important role. Drinking beetroot juice in the morning or early afternoon allows the body to take advantage of improved circulation throughout the day. Blood flow is especially important when you're upright and moving because gravity makes it harder for blood to reach the legs and feet. Supporting circulation earlier in the day helps reduce fatigue and discomfort during daily activities. Another reason morning or early afternoon is ideal is because beetroot juice can feel mildly energizing for some people. This is not a stimulant in the traditional sense, but improved oxygen delivery can increase alertness. Drinking it too late in the evening may interfere with sleep for sensitive individuals. Good circulation should support rest, not disrupt it. Taste is another concern many seniors have, and it's completely understandable. Beetroot juice has an earthy flavor that not everyone enjoys. The good news is that you don't need to drink it straight if you find it unpleasant. Diluting it with water makes it gentler on the stomach and easier to enjoy. Adding a small amount of lemon juice not only improves flavor, but also supports blood vessel health through its vitamin C content. What matters most is not how fancy the drink is, but whether you can comfortably include it in your routine. Health habits only work if they're sustainable. A simple glass you can prepare in minutes is far more effective than a complicated recipe you avoid. It's also important to pay attention to how your body responds. Seniors are often very intuitive, and that intuition should be respected. If you feel lightheaded, tired, or uncomfortable, that's a signal to reduce the amount. 1 cup is not a requirement, it's a guideline. Some people do very well with less. Listening to your body builds trust and helps prevent unnecessary stress. Another aspect of using 1 cup daily is psychological. Large health changes can feel overwhelming, especially later in life, but one small action feels manageable. It creates a sense of control and accomplishment. You're not trying to fix everything at once. You're simply supporting one system one day at a time. This daily habit also works best when paired with other simple supportive behaviors. Drinking enough water, eating whole foods, and moving gently throughout the day all enhance the effects of improved circulation. But again, none of this requires extremes. It's about layering small habits that work together. Many seniors worry about interactions with medications, and that concern is valid. Beetroot juice can enhance blood pressure, lowering effects, which is why moderation matters. Using 1 cup or less reduces the risk of sudden drops in blood pressure while still offering benefits. Monitoring how you feel and communicating with your healthcare provider ensures safety and peace of mind. There's also something important to understand about patience. While some people notice changes quickly, others may take a little longer. The body heals and adapts at its own pace. 1 cup a day is not about instant results. It's about steady progress. Over time, improved circulation supports muscle health, nerve function, and overall mobility. The beauty of this approach is that it respects aging rather than fighting it. It acknowledges that the body still has the ability to respond positively when given the right support. 1 cup a day is not about pushing limits. It's about creating an environment where the body can do what it's meant to do. When seniors adopt simple, consistent habits like this, they often regain a sense of confidence in their health. They feel more connected to their body and more empowered in their daily choices. And that empowerment is just as important as the physical benefits. In the end, improving circulation doesn't have to be complicated. 1 cup taken at the right time with attention and consistency can become a meaningful part of a healthy routine. It's a reminder that even small steps, when taken regularly, can lead to lasting improvements in how the body feels and functions. One of the most important things to understand about improving circulation is that no single habit works in isolation. The body functions as a connected system, and circulation improves best when support comes from multiple gentle directions. That's why combining a supportive drink with light, consistent movement, and proper safety awareness makes such a meaningful difference, especially for seniors. Movement is one of the most natural stimulators of circulation. When muscles contract, they act like pumps, helping push blood back toward the heart and down into the legs and feet. This is especially important as we age because prolonged sitting or inactivity allows blood to pool in the lower extremities. Even the healthiest blood vessels can't do their job effectively if the body isn't moving at all. The good news is that movement does not have to be strenuous to be effective. In fact, gentle controlled motion is often better for seniors than intense exercise. Simple activities like walking around the house, standing up from a chair several times, or gently shifting weight from one foot to the other can significantly improve blood flow. These movements activate the calf muscles, which play a major role in circulating blood from the legs back toward the heart. Ankle movements are particularly powerful. Rotating the ankles, flexing the feet up and down, or drawing circles with the toes helps stimulate the smaller blood vessels in the feet. These areas often suffer the most from reduced circulation, and they respond well to gentle attention. Performing these movements while seated makes them accessible to almost everyone, regardless of mobility level. When a circulation supporting drink is combined with movement, the effects are amplified. The drink helps relax and open blood vessels, while movement encourages blood to travel through them. Think of it as opening a roadway and then allowing traffic to flow. Without movement, improved circulation potential can remain underused. Without vessel support, movement alone may not be enough. Together they create balance. Safety awareness is just as important as movement. Seniors often take medications that influence blood pressure, heart rate, or blood thinning. Improved circulation can enhance the effects of these medications, which is why paying attention to how you feel is essential. Lightheadedness, dizziness, or unusual fatigue are signals to slow down, reduce amounts, or consult a healthcare provider. Blood pressure changes deserve special attention. When blood vessels relax and circulation improves, blood pressure may decrease slightly. For many people, this is beneficial, but if it drops too quickly, it can lead to instability when standing or walking. This is why rising slowly from seated or lying positions is so important. Giving the body a moment to adjust protects balance and reduces fall risk. Hydration also plays a role in circulation safety. Dehydration thickens the blood, making it harder to circulate efficiently. Drinking adequate water throughout the day supports smoother blood flow and helps the body respond better to circulation-enhancing habits. Small sips throughout the day are often more effective than large amounts all at once. Another important safety consideration is footwear. Supportive, well-fitting shoes help maintain stability and encourage proper blood flow. Tight footwear restricts circulation, especially in the feet and toes. Shoes that allow gentle movement and toe spreads support both balance and blood delivery. This may seem like a small detail, but it has a noticeable impact over time. Listening to your body is one of the most powerful safety tools you have. Seniors often have a lifetime of experience interpreting physical signals, yet many ignore them in the name of pushing through. Circulation improvement should never feel forced. Comfort, warmth, and ease are signs you're moving in the right direction. Pain, dizziness, or strain are signs to pause. It's also important to remember that circulation improvement is not a competition. Everyone's body responds differently based on health history, activity level, and genetics. Comparing yourself to others can create unnecessary pressure. The goal is progress, not perfection. Gentle consistency is far more effective than occasional effort. Short walk each day, a few minutes of ankle movement, and mindful hydration create a foundation the body can build on. Over time, these habits reinforce each other, leading to better blood flow, improved muscle function, and greater confidence in movement. Another overlooked aspect of safety is environment. Keeping living spaces free of clutter, using supportive handrails, and ensuring good lighting all reduce fall risk while circulation improves. When blood flow begins to change, sensations in the legs and feet may shift. A safe environment allows the body time to adapt without unnecessary hazards. The mind also plays a role in circulation. Stress causes blood vessels to tighten. Gentle breathing, relaxation, and a calm mindset support vessel, relaxation, and blood flow. Even a few slow, deep breaths can improve circulation by signaling the nervous system to relax. Pairing movement with calm breathing enhances both physical and mental benefits. Finally, it's important to understand that natural circulation support is meant to complement, not replace, medical care. Seniors should never stop prescribed treatments without guidance. Instead, these habits work alongside medical advice, creating a more supportive environment for overall health. When gentle movement, awareness, and safety come together, circulation improvement becomes sustainable and empowering. The body responds, not the force, but the care. By honoring your limits, staying consistent, and paying attention to signals, you create a path towards stronger legs, warmer feet, and more confident movement. Improving circulation is not about doing more. It's about doing what's right in the right amount at the right pace. And when you respect that balance, the body responds with strength, stability, and renewed vitality.